And good morning, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News Now, and it is time for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Every week we feature 3 fugitives who are on the run, all facing very serious charges, innocent until proven guilty, but they need to be in front of a judge to answer the charges. We can make our streets just a little bit safer if you make a call to Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County and get them off our streets. We're going to welcome in, as we do every week, Detective Red Dyer with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. Detective, how are you, sir?
Morning, Dan. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. In fact, this will be our last Cuyahoga's Most Wanted for the year. So let's make it a good one. Let's get 3 for 3 off our streets. And we know that the community can help us do that. This is a proven track record. We have been bringing in these fugitives at a clip of about 50 to 58% capture rate of the individuals that we feature. And again, it's not that they're guilty, it's that they are facing serious charges. They need to be put through the system, have their day in court, but we need them off our street in order to do that. Red, this first one, I had a thought as I was writing this up this morning. This is a man that allegedly killed another person with his car, and that person won't be at Christmas this year. But this man could be, unless somebody makes the phone call to get him in jail to answer to the charges. So let's get right to our first case, Desmond Richardson. What do we know?
Well, Dan, what we know is that Desmond Richardson may be known on the streets as Desmond Jefferson. He actually has 2 open warrants with the Sheriff's Department. In this most recent and serious case that you touched on, it's alleged that in June of 2023, in the area of St. Clair and Cleveland, while driving under a suspended license, he hit a man with his vehicle, killing them. Not only did he hit and kill a man, but the indictment alleges that he did not stop and stay at the scene after the accident. His second warrant is for violating his probation for failing to appear for a probation violation hearing. You see, Mr. Richardson is currently on probation with the Sheriff's Department after pleading guilty to attempted having weapons while under disability and driving under the influence. He also has warrants with Orange Police for OVI, or operating a vehicle while intoxicated, as well as the Ohio State Highway Patrol for OVI. He's approximately 5'7" and 197 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 5200 block of Brainerd Road in Solon. Not someone we want driving on our streets.
And again, I want to reiterate, he's alleged to have taken the life of a man who won't be with his family this Christmas, but yet this guy's out there running around on the street. Why should he be allowed to celebrate this incredible holiday with his family when the victim's family don't get to have him there? So very serious. Would like to see Richardson off the street. Let's get to our second case of the day. Tiana Benton, what do we know?
Well, Dan, Ms. Benton is wanted in connection with a serious aggravated robbery. According to reports, in September of 2023, she participated in the aggravated robbery of a cell phone store by providing a getaway vehicle and acting as a lookout for her accomplice during the armed robbery, where it's alleged $12,000 worth of cellular phone devices were stolen. Reports also state that she was present when the stolen phones were going to be sold just 45 minutes after the robbery. She has a criminal history with the Sheriff's Department, to include a guilty plea to trafficking in 2007, Dan, where indictments state she was in possession of and intended to traffic crack cocaine. Ms. Benton also has warrants with Olmsted Township for shoplifting, Middleburg Heights for failure to appear, Pepper Pike, and North Royalton for theft. She is approximately 5'4" and 190 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 8900 block of Southbridge Court in Northfield.
I mean, so we start looking at that. She's wanted, obviously, by the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department, but also Olmsted Township, Middleburg Heights, Pepper Pike, and North Royalton. This is somebody that is going from suburb to suburb, wreaking havoc and facing charges all over our area. Also, somebody who needs to be off our street. Let's get to our third and final case here. Shay Grayson, what do we know?
Well, Dan, very serious situation and scary situation here. Mr. Grayson's wanted for 3 cases with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department, the most serious of which is a felonious assault case. According to reports, in September of 2022, he pulled a handgun and shot the victim multiple times during an argument. He should be considered armed and extremely dangerous. Mr. Grayson also has warrants with Aurora PD for theft, Maple Heights for failure to appear, Willowick for theft, and Seven Hills for failure to appear, as well as obstruction. He's approximately 5'10" and 225 pounds and was last known to be staying in the 2100 block of Ambleside Drive in Cleveland.
You know, Red, it's Christmas time. People are worried about budgets and money. This is an incredible opportunity for somebody to get a little extra money around Christmas time, or at least into the new year, if their tip results in an arrest. It is very simple. When you call Crime Stoppers, you don't have to worry about that label of being a snitch. Red, walk us why that is. Why do they should not be worried about calling Crime Stoppers and just simply leaving a tip?
Well, Dan, as we discuss every week, everything done at Crime Stoppers is completely anonymous, whether you're calling in, whether you're using our website or our mobile app. We don't have caller ID. We don't record phone calls. We don't take down your name or any personal identifying information. That's not any information that we want. In fact, everything we do is referenced to an anonymous tip number. So none of your information is ever exchanged with us.
It is that simple. All they want is the tip that you leave. I know where he's staying. I know the family member that's hiding this person. I know the job that they have or the bar that they hang out at. It is that simple. You leave that tip. There is an incredible warrant unit down there in Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. They're going to use your tip. They're going to look into it. They're going to start to follow up on that information and hopefully make an arrest. And that ID number, when you call in, again, they don't want your name. You would think, well, how am I going to get the reward if they don't have my name? They give you an ID number. So 45 days down the road, you call back in and you say, hey, I left a tip. Here's my ID number. Am I eligible for that up to $5,000 reward? Boy, money is a big motivator when we're talking about $5,000. Red, when we start talking about a reward, what do we like our audience to know?
We like them to know that crime doesn't pay, but Crime Stoppers does.
Crime Stoppers does up to a $5,000 reward for tips that bring in any of our fugitives that are out there making our streets just a little less safe this Christmas time. Detective Red Dyer with the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Department. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Thanks to everyone there at Crime Stoppers of Cuyahoga County that do tireless work trying to clean up our streets. We really appreciate it.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Dan. Thank you.
Oh, come on, Red. We appreciate it, sir. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in 2024. Take care, Red.
You too.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for Cuyahoga's Most Wanted. Not only wrap it up for this week, but wrap it up for 2023. It has been a successful year, and that's because of you. That's because you are tired of these criminals running around on our streets, and you want to see them face a judge. It is that simple. Here's that phone number one last time, 216-252-7463. Why should these criminals, these alleged criminals, why should they get to spend Christmas with their families when they have taken away loved ones from somebody else? Let's make that call. If we have any other breaking news, it'll be right here on our digital properties. Remember, our 11 o'clock news just about 20 minutes away on CW43, then our noon news on Channel 19. Until then, I'm Dan DeRose with 19 News. Have a great holiday and be safe.